Hello everyone, it is August the 10th. I can't believe it's August the 10th already. Time flies. I'll just wait for people to log in and then we'll start our conversation. Beautiful day today. It was 18 degrees. What's the temperature right now? Oh, I don't see the temperature. It's about 16, I think. So just an absolutely beautiful day in my community. It feels like summer. I'm so excited. I just can't wait for the nice weather. Hi, Valerie. How are you? Oh, awesome. First one here. How are you? Nice to see you. I hope you're having nice weather. We had a beautiful day today. Nice and sunny, about 18 degrees Celsius. It felt like summer. Yeah, how are you? I just couldn't wait to get outside. I can't wait because we're getting our pool all cleaned up on Saturday. So maybe we'll be able to get in the pool early this year. Even though this is the first year I've had a pool, so I don't know what early is and what early isn't, but I'm looking forward to having a pool. That's so awesome. Did you have any, oh, hi Lisa, how are you? Nice to see you. Valerie said, beautiful here too. Tuning in while I'm grocery shopping. Oh my goodness. Hi, Alexandra. Oh, now you be careful there. Lisa says, hi to everyone. Hi, Sarah. How are you? So I think by now everyone knows who I am. I'll just introduce myself again. My name is Wendy D'Angelo. I'm in the Toronto area in Canada. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing really well. And I'm doing well too, yeah. A beautiful day today. I'm an evidential medium. We're going to do a little chat in the beginning. It just helps me to kind of get into the energy of everybody that's in the audience here. And I'll do some mini readings. I wanted to ask people, how was your eclipse? Did you notice any strange things, symptoms, animals doing anything interesting? I thought I'd just leave that open to you. I did post a few pictures and it was interesting because I have a solarium in my house. So it has like a film on it so you can see through it. So I was able to get some pictures of some of the partial eclipse that was here. And it did get very dark and my automatic solar lights came on. Then all of a sudden, I don't know, I thought it was little birds, but maybe it was crickets and something. I could hear all this chirp. And then when it kind of got really bright, about an hour later, so an hour and a half, got really bright, then all of a sudden, all those noises were gone and I could see the birds flying again. Valerie says, my kids were nuts on eclipse day. Yeah, let me tell you, I think I was a little nuts myself and it's still happening. Sarah said, during the eclipse was horrible. My family and I's emotions, yes, my emotions have been all over the place. I'm like, I stopped before I said, like, whoa, don't say that yet. And then I speak. Lisa was good, only partial here in North Carolina, but the grandkids had fun. Yeah, interesting, very interesting day. Alexandra, it made me very tired before it happened. Yeah, I've still been tired for at least a week. Even today, I found it really hard to get out of bed. It was like, oh, I'm so tired. Hi, Lori, how are you? And and a few kind of like odd things happening. I don't know if you caught it on, very tense, absolutely. It's like something's happening, you don't know what's happening. It's like you're just waiting for the next shoe to drop. And I don't know if you saw, hi Lynn, I don't know if you saw, I think I put it on Facebook, did I forget where I put it? I'm sitting out in the backyard, and here I splash. I'm like, what was that? And I look and my dog fell into our swimming pool in the deep end. So that was just crazy. And I just ran and I just grabbed him by the neck and I threw him up on the patio and I had the screen door open. He's like trotting along. Had no idea what just happened. No idea. He's 14 now. And I have to admit that was proof his eyesight is going. And he doesn't hear too well either. I don't even think he knew he was in the swimming pool. But I learned one thing, he can't do the dog paddle because immediately he just started dog paddling. Thank goodness. So now I'm really nervous about having him in the backyard without me. But that was a crazy thing right around the eclipse that happened to me. What other things did... I'm just trying to think what other things happened. Really bad headaches. I've had bad headaches too. Yeah, sorry, that was kind of scary. I'm like, oh my goodness, Thank goodness, because we still have, like, I don't know what you call it, like a tarp or a cover covering most of the pool. So he could have gone right down because that cover was there. And he's just a little guy. I mean, if he was a big dog, I don't know what would have happened, but he's only maybe about 18, 20 pounds at the very most. He's just a little guy. So I just grabbed him, I threw him off the bed. He didn't know what hit him, but let me tell you, I was like really shaken up about that. I'm like, oh my God, what else is going to happen today? I just can't take it. No more of that. No more of that. No more saving anybody. Yeah, very dizzy. I agree. Alexandra said, yes, bad headaches and dizziness. Absolutely. I've been doing a lot of I'm like, what is it? Is it my neck? What's going on? So I've been doing a lot of stretching in the morning. Hi, Kelly. How are you? The other thing that's going on, this might be what's affecting us. I know it is Mercury retrograde is going on. Yeah, a dog. I know I'm getting him that for the summer. Definitely. And he can just walk around in that. I don't know. Maybe I can teach him how to swim. I don't know. But Mercury retrograde began April 1st. It's April 1st, the 25th in the fire sign of Aries. And there's like a shadow phase, so it gets carried past the 25th, like right into May the 13th. So that's a total of 9 weeks it's going to affect us. Lisa said, oh, poor guy, I have a huge white German Shepherd. He was a little nuts. Yeah, good. Just not my time. I'm like, it's got to be his eyesight. So 9 weeks for this Mercury retrograde. And I'm really like high-strung focused on it because I'm a Gemini, and any Virgos also, you're governed by Mercury. And that's the messenger planet of communication. So whenever it's in retrograde, you've got to watch out, be aware of communication in terms of listening, speaking, learning, reading, writing, research. Got to be aware of all those things, as well as like contracts, any kind of negotiations or buying or selling things or giving things away. Also, it influences like technology, computers, cell phones, appliances. Mercury retrograde will also affect travel. Like maybe your car will, have some issues, or travel will be delayed, or flights will be canceled. And also in terms of shopping, and that's funny because Valerie said she's grocery shopping right now. Yeah, oh, there we go. Sarah said, okay, so you're with me here, Sarah. Let me tell you some of the things I've experienced. Yeah, very anxious. Good. Yeah, like he wasn't quite like clear-minded, if I can. It was like he was on a mission and he just went straight ahead and he almost went off the typing board. I'm like, I don't know what that was about. So these are the things I've been experiencing since like the beginning of April, Mercury retrograde. Maybe you can connect with what I'm saying. Exhausted. Whew. I'm like sleeping all over the place. I'm afraid to sit still too long or I'll close my eyes and I'll have a nap. I've been having difficulty calming my mind and letting go of things. Like things are in my head and I keep going over and over and over it. I made purchases, but I put in like wrong dates, or I couldn't find my credit card, or my daughter's birthday's on Saturday. So I was planning for her to get her gift right around her birthday, and I put the wrong date in, and it all worked out. But I had like a lot of conflict and anxiety around it, but it actually worked out. Forgetting to send a client a link to like a few hours before the appointment. I'm like, what? I couldn't even, did I do it? Did I not do it? Did I do it? Did I not? And I usually put a check mark when I did. I'm like, I don't see a check mark, but I'm still questioning myself. Did I do it or not? So crazy things like that. Overlooking emails. Like, I never saw that. Where did that come from? Things like, can't find a link. Can't log in to something, like it's giving me a hard time logging in. I'm misplacing things. I'm losing passwords. And like I mentioned, my dog fell in the swimming pool. Then the moving, we just got our bathroom renovated and we have a sliding door so it doesn't open into the bathroom to give it more room. So all of a sudden the technology on holding the door got stuck. We couldn't open the door. We couldn't close the door. Took 4 guys to fix it 2 days. And I'm afraid to touch that door still. So all those things have been happening and I'm sure much more, because I'm like, what? What's going on? That's so odd. So lots of kind of crazy things like that. So I don't know, can anyone kind of connect with any of those things I said? Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hi, Ashley. Did anyone else have any kind of communication issues, not seeing things, forgetting about things, thinking I could have sworn I put that on the calendar? Why is it not there? I forgot. I always put that. Why didn't I do that? So little odd things like that. So this is what have I been doing to try to level things out, the playing field for me? So I've been trying to slow down and reflect. Slow down, stop, think, respond, don't react. So if I would have reacted, I could have went nuts when my dog was in the pool, but I just responded, right? Okay. I've been if I'm tired, I'm sleeping, right? I'm focusing a lot on self-care, taking that time, stretching in the morning, sipping on a nice cup of tea, sitting in the sunshine. Yeah, it's that whole hermit thing. I agree. Sarah said definitely feeling like a hermit and anxious. So like a slow morning, taking my time. Kelly, I had to lay down, take a nap today. Yes, that's me too. The other day I actually took vitamin B complex because I think that's supposed to give you energy. And, you know, I have to admit, I didn't have to have a nap that day, but most days I take a nap. The other thing I've been doing, I've been walking in nature. I've been doing that almost every day, sitting in the sun. I'm being flexible. I'm going with the flow. It's like, that's okay. So I forgot. I learned my lesson. Everything worked out, right? Things like that. I'm double checking. If I tell you how many spelling mistakes on weird things and like things I'm posting, I'm like, what the heck? And like, where did that come from? I didn't see that. So really just kind of looking over my communication to make sure it's clear. My emails are correct. I send the links to my client. I've been doing all those things and just taking my time. Lise, what did I want to do? Yeah, exactly. I think I did that today. I'm like, why am I in the kitchen? I couldn't remember why I went. That's so funny. I do that too often. Lynn's saying, I've been kind of crazy, but that's been going on since November. Can't blame astrologer clips for that. Oh, my heart's with you there. I know. Sometimes it's just like you're going through something. It's almost like a cycle you got to go through, and then the light's at the end of the tunnel. Least too much to do in my, absolutely. That's me too. There's just so much in there. So I'm doing this strategy that's really helping me. So when I go to bed, I just shut everything down. I'm like, I'm in my body. I'm comfortable. I'm going to sleep. And I talk to myself, or there go my thoughts. Blah, 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 and I'm thinking of other things, and it's been working for me. Yeah. Wow, crazy. So things to think about, right? Check all communication, be flexible. Don't start something new right now because you're probably going to have to change it or edit it, or it's just not going to work out. Instead, finish up old projects, reflect, good time for reflection, reflect on your goals. You know, are you putting too much on yourself? Are you creating a burden for yourself? Are the steps in place? Things like that. And just wait till after the retrograde. And remember too, fire sign in Aries, and I'm a moon Aries. So I thought little whoop, that little bit of fire once in a while comes out of me. But so it's a good time, you know, for creative ideas and innovation, and just document them and just write them down like, whoa, that was great inspiration. I'm going to write that down. Then just review it and move forward on it after the shadow period, which is going to be, what did I say there? Around May 13th will be at the end of it. So remember, don't rush into anything, especially making decisions about purchases, relationships. Don't throw something away and think, why did I do that? Or I forgot to look in the pockets, or I think I had money in my purse that I just donated. And the other things, just watch your moods, and like, don't snap back, don't react, don't snap back at others without putting thought into your words and the consequence of your words. So those are a few pieces of advice I have for you. And I hope that helps. And it was good for me to kind of look those things over too. So it's just helping me to realize I'm not going bonkers. It's just kind of the next couple weeks, and then things will settle down again. Sarah Barr says, good to know. Does anybody have any other questions or comments? It could be about mediumship, Can be about anything at all, any kind of metaphysical question. Trying to think what I've been thinking about, what I've been up to lately. It's just me. I'm just trying to, you know, be in the flow. I've got to say, self-care right now has been a real good focus for me. Take it slow. Take it slow, right? Why are we always rushing? Why are we always rushing? Stop doing that. Because as soon as you feel that rush, that anxiety starts to build. And then before you know it, because anxiety feels normal, I hate to say it, I'm getting better at it, but it just feels like, oh, I'm familiar with that. So you just go with that and you don't even realize you're getting into that mode and you're working yourself up. So it's like, you know, take the time. I want to say smell the roses, you know, listen to the birds, sit in the sun, walk in nature. So just take your time and really appreciate being in the moment. Absolutely. Any questions or comments at all? I'll just wait for a moment. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Oh, missed you. Yeah, I've been taking a class myself, and I just love watching students. I just love it, watching them develop and bloom, and oh, just my passion. It's just so amazing, you know. And each and every one of us are unique. We're unique. We are. So don't let anyone tell you anything different, you know. So really embrace your gifts and who you are, because you're here for a reason, right? Don't let your light be dimmed, or, you know, to hold back what you want to express, because that's why you're here. That's why you're here. Hi, Shannon. How are you? All of a sudden I'm getting really philosophical here, but any other questions? Or I just start babbling on about anything and everything. Lynn, if someone's dying and in a coma, is the soul gone from the body? You know what? When they're in a coma, I don't feel that their soul's gone. I mean, it's a possibility their soul can slip in and out, but I really do feel that they're still there. They're still tied to their body because they haven't transitioned yet. And I also do know that they can hear. They can hear. Because a lot of people think, oh, they can't hear me. It doesn't matter. And I remember that when my mother-in-law was very ill, getting close to transitioning. And I went in and I started talking to her. My husband's like, what are you doing? She can't hear you. I was like, oh. I was trying to get my husband, you know, slow down, be in the moment, be with them. You know, if not for your mother, for yourself. It's that rushing again. Do you know what? Always rushing. But, you know, I took my time and I did talk to her and I could feel her presence there. So I really feel it's important to know that. Definitely. Any other questions? All about mediumship or Lise, hi, miss my husband. I know I have to do everything by myself. Okay. Lise, I just want to make a comment. I'm just looking into your words. When you say everything by myself, I like you to kind of switch that and you know, have a different kind of mindset, almost like I will always have the support I need moving forward. I'm a real believer in, you know, positive affirmations, positive mindset. And your husband's there supporting you on your other side. You've got your children. Divine source. Yes, all those things. Oh, thank you. Yeah. And that's okay, Lise, because I know, you know, it's fairly new, your grieving process. So, you know, take your time, be easy on yourself. And I think we might have talked about this. I did a reading for Lise just recently. I think it was a few days ago. I forget already. And there's something about kind of sometimes thoughts get into your mind, and that's okay. And you can kind of like acknowledge it and then kind of let it go, if that strategy helps for you. But everyone does the grieving process in their own way. So it's that, that faith, right? Faith, trust, knowing. Hi, Siobhan. How are you? Nice to see you. And I think I mentioned this before. I lost my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my father, my mother. It's like boom, 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 4 in a row. And during my grieving process, myself personally, I did not read a book about grieving. It didn't resonate with me. And I didn't want to read a book, but for some people that might be very helpful, finding a book or a resource for you to read. Myself personally, I just took the quiet time. I went with self-care. I had my sisters who I talked with a lot. We took times listening and holding space for each other. So definitely if you need, find somebody to reach out and chat to when you're in the grieving process, so important. If you find an awesome book, awesome. You can even share it here. If you found a book that was very helpful for you, write it here in the chat and someone might want to have a read. I know James Van Prague, he does write some things on healing and grieving. Lise, but doing well. I'm proud of you too, Lise. Aw. That's wonderful. Kelly, I like to think of most loved ones as still loving and helping from a great. Absolutely. And I couldn't put that better myself, Kelly. You're absolutely right. And they'll, they can maybe align a few things or, you'll find the right resource. You'll find the person you need to talk to. You always have free will, of course, but there's always things there. I'm inspired. I recently, my mother came through and gave me a message through a mediumship student, and it just like blew my socks off. If I can tell you the healing I had through those words and what came through, it was just unbelievable. And I had to phone my siblings and let them know. So, and that was my mom's 2 years in August. So it hasn't been 2 years. First time really she came through with a very thorough message, very detailed, very first time ever. So there you go. And it's almost been 2 years. So I'm always open, right? Lynn, Lise Gravel, so sorry for your loss, Lise. Yeah. Lynn, what kind of questions can you ask your loved one during a reading? So usually what I'll do during a reading, so I'll ask my client, do they have someone in mind or would they like me to see who wants to come through? And I'd say 99.5% I bring through who comes through. And Spirit always, they know what they want to say. There's a reason that they're connecting because they put in a lot of effort and went to a lot of trouble to do this. So I'm not the one in control asking all these questions. I'm just the channel, and Spirit comes through to share what they would like to share. And I will ask my clients if they have any questions, and we can ask if you like. But very often my clients will say to me, I'll say, do you have any questions? They'll say, you answered all the questions. So your loved one in Spirit already knows what you need and what will support you and inspire you and help you in your grieving journey. So a lot of times I don't even have to really ask any questions, which is just like amazing. There's Lise waiting for my mom. It's been 2 months, a long 2 months. I miss calling her daily. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Lise. Yeah, 2 months hasn't been very long. So remember that self-care and take care of yourself. And, you'll go through a whole range of emotions. Mine was just shock in the beginning. Shock and isolation. I couldn't watch TV. I didn't want anyone to talk to me. I just wanted everyone to leave me alone. And I just puttered around, So that was the beginning stage for me, but everyone does it their own way. Kelly, I'm still learning to communicate, but they're really trying to, oh, that's awesome. Absolutely. And is this your own loved ones, Kelly, that you're referring to? Yeah. And sometimes, it's just that surrender, be patient. Like I said, I've waited almost 2 years for my mom to come through. And I was really thinking, what's up? But, I did know, I did know my mom was in the healing. She was healing and good at getting to a good place and learning about communicating herself before she could come through. So it was, I really believe in divine timing. It was the right time. Yes, that's normal. Is it? Yes. Yep. It takes time. And it's learning on both sides, right? Learning on both sides. And even with my students, it's a lot to do, with trust and surrender. And when you surrender and you trust, it's kind of like it opens your, what is it? It opens your awareness. And so then you kind of observe things and see things you may not have seen before. For example, I haven't had it in a long time, but I had an awful, flashing lights were everywhere. Flashing lights, fire alarms going off, dimes everywhere in my house just showing up, feathers everywhere. So I had lots of signs like that. And then I would have some dreams. And I feel once you're aware, you recognize it and you say, oh, thank you so much. And then they know you're receiving it and it'll continue. Shock and isolation, yeah. Now, Lisa, don't, okay, what can I say about that? Okay, I can just say it from my own point of view because I don't know you well and, I can't counsel you on what to do. But I remember after the shock and isolation, it was like slowly, right? So slowly, like I remember I would start, because it was the summer, my mom passed in August, so I could go out in the backyard. I could have a short conversation. So and then I just so slowly kind of expanded. And it was like, almost like I went out of body or out of mind, because I'd say to myself, you're okay, you're in the grieving process. So I could actually see myself in the grieving process. So sometimes I would be in it, and other times I would be observing myself being in the grieving process. And I would just give myself permission to do what I needed to do. So then it would expand more. And then slowly, I remember slowly then I could I talked mainly with my sisters, then slowly I could talk to my husband. And then it just kind of expanded, kind of my social circle when I was ready, because I had so much to process and I didn't even know how to think about it or look at it or feel in my own mind. So the last thing I wanted to do was try to, talk to somebody else about it, because I had to do my thing first, my thing, my processing, my understanding from my point of view before I could share. I hope that kind of made sense. That was kind of then from that process, then about sharing about it. And then eventually I got to, what else? It took quite a long time. I had a lot of things to process with my mom and what happened. And then, eventually, I could, look at photographs, things that I received from my mom, things like that. So it just slowly started to expand. And instead of really focusing intently on my mother, if I remember, I focused on my family and my siblings. So for me, part of my healing came through helping others to heal. So I was reaching out to my siblings, being the eldest sibling of 6. So that was my way of doing it, helping others to help myself. Lise, since I know their life after death, it's changed my life. Oh, that's lovely. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a gift, is it not, Lise? It changes your whole life. Changes your whole life. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with everyone. Glinda says hi. Dawn says yes, Lise. Lise, yes, my husband has been great. She was very important to him too, so I think he's going through it too. Yeah. It does help. Okay, good, good. You know, I'm not trying to say it's my way. I just want you to know that there's different ways of doing it, and do it your way. Do it your way. And I have to admit, you know, in my situation, my dad, who passed 2 years before my mom, he was like a godsend, because my dad was just sending me all kinds of signs, and I know he was assisting me in the healing and helping me and inspiring me to support my own siblings. So I was very blessed to just kind of have my dad in the background, kind of looking out for me in terms of, you know, the healing with my mom. So if you have another loved one in spirit that you feel particularly close to, you can even reach out to them, like maybe a grandma or something. And I'm sure they're with you anyways. So you might kind of tune into that, and they're around you, because family members come around and surround you in times of need. So I just wanted to mention that too. You know, and it's almost like, woo, I just got that right now. How important my father was in helping me in that process. So, and I'm going to be good. I'm not going to cry. Jane said, I facilitated a group for bereavement parents 3 years after my son passed. Wow. Yeah. And that healing, right? It's like the healer heals themselves. Absolutely. And I think I told you this story where I was just like, I wanted to volunteer, and I was just drawn and drawn. And then I volunteered at a hospice. I did all the training for hospice. And, you know, and it was so funny because the lady said, you know, why do you want to do this? And I said, you know what? Because no one in my family talks about death, and I want to be prepared and assist my parents when it happened. And there you go. Everything I learned helped in that, with both my parents transitioning so close together. So it's interesting how things just kind of work out when you follow your instinct and you know it's the right thing to do. And of course, I also did it to give back, right, and assist children, which is interesting that I was assisting children who lost parents, which I ended up doing with my own siblings who lost their parents, who just happened to be mine too. But it's interesting how that all works out. Lise, watching you, Wendy, helps a lot, even if not for me, but watching others well. Oh, I'm so happy you're here, Lise. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's amazing. I'm just thinking about healing in general and all the different ways that we can receive healing. You know, finding your tribe, finding your community, you know, watching nature, walking in nature, self-care, meditation. I tell you, it's a gift from God, really. We all have the ability for self-healing, you know. It's all there. It's right there at our fingertips, you know, just like mediumship. It's just right there. You just got to believe and just reach out and grab it. And I'm not going to cry, even though I feel like I want to cry. Siobhan says this helps so much. And Jane, very healing. Dawn says, I agree, ladies. Okay. Any other questions or comments? I'm getting really hot, so I think it's almost time to do some readings. Whew. It's starting to heat up here. So while you're thinking about if you had any more questions, just I just want to remind people that I'm by no means an expert. I'm just an ordinary person doing my very best, trying to bring healing to as many people that are drawn to me. So my intention is that people are drawn to me in which I can heal. So that's my big intention, you know, to give healing, to give knowledge and understanding, so you can empower yourself and move forward in your journey, right? On your journey, your life journey, and be it whatever is coming to you, right? All right. So today's event, just to remind you, it's going to be recorded. I'll post it on my YouTube channel. Everyone may not get a message this evening, but please listen, because the messages are so healing. And I know there'll be something that you'll be able to take from the messages that will resonate with you and help you in your journey and in your healing. Let me just see if there's anything that I wanted to say here. And again, you know, as well as my intention being for healing, right? My intention also is to demonstrate the survival of consciousness after death, that our relationships are eternal. It's all about love. Thank you, Dad. That it's all about love, and that everyone does have the innate ability not only to heal yourself, but to be a medium, be it a personal medium for yourself or for others. You have to make that decision for yourself. All right. And please just remember too that your loved ones in spirit want to connect with you just as much as you do also. And they're always watching, looking out for you, and yeah. All right. So if everyone for a moment just could take like a deep breath. So just inhale, hold, and relax. One more time. Just relax that nervous system. Just feel yourself settle into your chair. All right, one more inhale. I just want you to feel your heart light open up and expand. Invite your loved ones in close. And release. And know, even though you may not be aware of it, healing is taking place for you today. I just want you to know this evening, because that is definitely my intention. So I'm just going to say my prayer here, and then we're going to get started. I'm just going to say it to myself, if that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. And he's back, and that's okay. I knew Lisa and Valerie were going to be here, so I'm aware of Gentleman in Spirit. I know it's Bernard, and he's just saying very firmly, saying, I was right, I was right. So he just keeps saying, I was right, I was right. So I'm aware of some conversation that he had with family members in which I don't know, did he predict something? Or he said that it's going to, what's the word I want to say? Unfold this way, because he keeps saying, I was right, I was right. And I think it's a combination of two things. I feel it's a combination of, it's beautiful on the other side. He's healed, he's at peace. I feel like he's with friends, because I feel like comrades. I feel like a lot of like men around him. And I feel, in the work sector, because he's like my buddies, he keeps saying that. And also he's referring to falling into place. I know it's about the home, so if you did not discuss selling your home with him, he's aware that you're selling your home. And it's interesting because he's bringing my attention to, for some reason, he's bringing my attention to the roof of a home. It's like a roof and the chimney. So, and then it's funny, like I'm seeing a flag. So there's some connection between a roof, a chimney, and a flag. So, oh, a very popular guy. Yeah, I'm sure he was very friendly. Can you take that? I'll ask Valerie if that's okay, Lise. Lise, can you take something about like the roof of the house or a chimney? Like, he just keeps drawing my attention to it. I don't know if it's repairs that needs to be made or recently made or a discussion. Is there anything about a roof and a chimney? Like he's showing me like a pitched roof, and he just keeps bringing my attention to that. So I'm not sure if you can take that or not, but can you just keep that in mind about the roof and the chimney? Because he just keeps bringing that up. Okay, that's what it is. The chimney's broken. Thank you. And it's funny because it's like a flag, and it's like the flag's yellow, and like the flag's on the roof, almost saying like, caution, be careful of that. Okay, thank you. He wanted me to bring the attention to the chimney. All right, let me just see if there's anything that else that he would like to share. This is for your mom. And again, he's saying this like, you see what I did? You see what I did? You see? So he's just acknowledging the things that you've been noticing and you've been aware of. And he's just confirming, you see. She got it. Oh, good. Yeah, because he had that caution flag just for, okay. And he's just saying, you see. So he's just confirming again, Lise. And And it's funny. It's like he's coming forward with a box of chocolates for you, Lise. I'm just going to say that. I'm like, oh, he's like giving you a box of chocolates. So there might be some significance to the chocolates. He just has like a brand new box of chocolates. And he's like, pick any one you want. Pick any one you want. It's like, you know, it's all within your power. It's all within your choice. Whatever you want, it's right there. And he's saying it just like that for you, Lise. A box of chocolates. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, and he's just saying something about, what is this? There's something that's delicate or breakable, and he's just saying like, be careful how you pack it up. Something about packing. And I don't know, what is it? It's like that bubble wrap or something. So he's just saying you're going to need some of that. You're going to need some of that bubble wrap for the delicates, things that are easily broken. Okay. I don't know, he keeps talking about things being jostled. So make sure you have the packing filler or whatever you call that. Okay. He's also talking about a car. So what's he talking about the car? Something about like, selling a car, getting rid of a car, have too many cars. There's some kind of decision I feel around cars. Because I don't know, it's almost like he's kind of laughing like, there's too many, you don't need them all. What are you doing? Get rid of it. So he's giving lots of advice today, isn't he? He's giving lots of advice today about something about too many cars or on the driveway or something about that. It's this decluttering, getting rid of things you don't need. He keeps saying that. I want you to clear your slate. There you go. Clear your slate, clear it. Once it's cleared, new things come in. Clear it, new things come in. Okay. Yeah, isn't that funny? You were talking about selling the car. Okay. He knows. Let me tell you, if there's been any kind of question about, is dad around? Is my husband around? He's around. He's helping from the sidelines, reminding you what you have to do. So never alone. Okay. I just want to see what his final message is. And he's saying, like anything for my girls. He's saying that, anything for my girls. And it's funny, he says that and then he's saying, what's he saying about, absolutely, he's always there. And he goes, you mark my words, I'm aligning things. Things are coming together. You're going to see, I'm aligning things, okay? And again, he's referring to your son, I'm aligning things. And oh, yeah. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. And he's such a wonderful gentleman, And it was a privilege for him to come first and to still, trust me. So I'm just going to, I don't know why I want to cry, but I do. So I'm just thanking him. Yeah. So thank you. Okay. All right. I'm just going to wait till his energy leaves. Okay. All right. And I know I have a mother in spirit. I know she recently passed. And there's something about, I don't know, the way she's showing and she's sharing information with me. It's like kind of like and I don't mean, sorry, I always like to watch my words, especially with Mercury retrograde, and I'm a Gemini and all that. But the word she's giving me is almost like kind of wasting away. She's saying it like that, wasting away. It's like getting thinner, getting more tired, mind not as clear. It's like seeing all these signs. And I know this is for her daughter, and her daughter's really worried about her. And she's coming through because she wants to say she's okay, because her daughter's like saying things in her mind, you know, did she make it? Is she okay? Where is she in her journey? All these things. Is she okay? Tell me you're okay. Are you okay? Is the pain gone? Are you? And I just keep hearing these repetitive thoughts about, are you okay, Mom? Oh, you're welcome, Valerie and Lise. Oh. So there was someone here, I forget who it was, who said their mom just passed away 2 months ago. Can you take any of this information for your mom? Because she's really emphasizing how her daughter is like questioning and saying all these things again and again in her mind. That was Lisa. Okay, Lisa. Okay, hold on. I feel it's for you, Lisa. I was like, oh my goodness. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, I know her mom's here. I know her mom's here. Can you also, is the month of April significant to you, Lisa? Like in a birthday? There's something significant about April, because she's saying April to me. So at first I thought, oh, she passed in April, but just think about the month of April, because she was saying April to me. So there's something significant in April. I don't know if something big. I don't know. I was just going to say, like, was she diagnosed in April? Was there your daughter's birthday? Okay, thank you. That's why she brought up April. Thank you. Because she brought up like April. She just said it really clear. Okay, thank you. And you've been thinking about your mom, right? You're like, oh, how's the transition? Did she get there? I hope she's there. Is she safe? Is the pain? Because she keeps saying that you're thinking about all these things, and that's why she's coming through. And she's also talking, oh, okay, I understand. She wants you to know that she arrived safely. And she's saying it just like that. I arrived. Okay, I'm going to say it like the tone she's giving me. I arrived safely. Everything's okay. Stop worrying. Everything is grand. It's like grand. No pain, no worries, no concerns. Everything is fine. I need you to know this. She just keeps saying she needs to know this to me. And she's also talking about some discussion that you had with your children. Is that correct? Her grandchildren? And I don't know. She just keeps bringing up this word journey. So I don't know if you've been using the word journey, or you said to her grandchildren, you know, grandma's on a beautiful journey now. She's in heaven or on the other side. I don't know. She's giving me all this kind of information, or like about a conversation or a discussion, and that it's connected to other children, your children. I feel it's your children. She keeps just saying children. Can you take that, Lee? Some kind of discussion? I don't know. And I just keep getting journey. And I felt this journey was associated with her, you know, almost like, this is how I'm getting it. It's almost like, you know, her journey into the heavens, into the cosmos, like into the planets, like, and I don't know, was there some kind of conversation during like the eclipse, and grandma's up there where the sun and the moon is, and I don't know, I just feel this kind of, I don't know if you've been thinking that, or you shared that, or you're thinking of sharing that, but I just kept getting this whole conversation about where she is now. Okay. All right, let me just see if there's anything. That I know that's the main reason she came through, to let you know with it. Okay, how did you see that? There's a word and I missed it, but something about without a doubt, she is fine. She put another word in there, and I'm sorry, it just disappeared. Okay. And she's saying, you know, I want you to be easy on yourself. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. Thank you for telling me that, because she was specifically saying journey. Thank you. All right. And she's just saying, You're taking on, I don't know what you're taking on, but your mother's just saying, you know, I want you to take care of yourself. Don't take so many things on right now. You understand this. You have to be gentle on yourself, self-care. Like, it's almost like the whole conversation we just had about self-care, taking care of yourself, step by step. And your mom is just like reiterating this. She's just saying that again. Is there, I feel there's another female. Are you supporting another female? Who is this in some way? Like, I feel like you're like supporting them emotionally. They need some kind of emotional support, a female. Is that correct? Is it like, why am I getting sister? I help with 4 of my grandchildren with the parents were, okay, there, that's what it is. It's a lot. Your mom's saying like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Wow, and you're grieving at the same time? Okay, okay. She's saying to me, it's so, and she's saying, you always were my little angel. She's saying it just like that. You always were my little angel. And she's referring to you as an angel, Lisa. So I just want you to know that. And I know you did a lot. You did a lot for her. You had an important role, did you, in like her caregiving for her? There was something that you did that was quite, I'm going to say your mother's saying, use the word extraordinary. So extraordinary, she's saying it like that, extraordinary. What you did, what you're doing. She just keeps referring to you as being like extraordinary. And I know, oh boy, that this took, on your half, it took a great deal of courage and backbone, absolutely, because she wants to acknowledge this. I thought we were done. She's like, oh no, you don't know this girl like I do. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to tell me, share. So, wow. I'm just like feeling it all. I'm just trying to, wow. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. She's like, she wants you to know. She's like, you have a special way about you. Do you understand that? And she wants you to know this. She wants you to acknowledge this, because I don't know if you're questioning like your authority or the decisions you made or someone in the family is, but she's saying, nah, 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 nah. No, no, absolutely not. So it's like no questions, no guilt, no. She's just saying no about that. So she's just reaffirming everything that you did. And it's funny, she just keeps saying angel. It's like angel, nurse. She just keeps saying all the, and then she's like showing herself in bed, like being bathed, all those things, you know. I'm just, you know, okay. It's funny, she's talking about stars. She's like, it's funny how she said it in a few ways. She says like, there's a special star for you. There's a special star for you. She keeps talking about a star, like you're a star. There's a special star for you. It's almost like it's like up in the sky, you know, there's a special star for you. What is this star about? Yeah, there's this, and then she was saying like star in this walk of fame, like she keeps talking about stars. If you can take stars. So are you looking at stars? Are you looking at stars and you're wondering? I feel there's some connection to stars. She's just going more into not just are you a star, but a connection to stars and wondering. And she's saying like, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. She's saying, I'm everywhere. But if seeing that star in the night sky draws your heart closer, your soul closer to me, please keep looking at those stars. Oh my goodness, that's why she's, oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, there you go. That's what the star is. That's what, because she just kept saying star, star, star. It's like her star. She's famous now. Her star. Oh, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Lise, for that privilege of being able to connect with your mom. And she came through so strong for you. Like a determination, strength, it was like kaboom. My daughter's here. She's thinking about me. You got to tell her. So just so you know that, Lise. Okay. Okay, and just I'm just going to wrap up this message now. And she's saying something about faith. I have 100% faith in you. So don't question yourself. It's like she's saying, like, you're doing the right thing with family, assisting others, with your children. She's saying, I have 100% faith in you. Don't question yourself. You're my little star. Now she's saying that. She started with my little, and she just wants to wrap it up with like, and you're my little star. And I'll leave you with all her love. Oh, very straightforward. She's telling me how it is. I don't have to interpret what she's saying. I'm giving you exactly, she's just boom, 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 giving me the words. Ah, lovely lady, lovely. And if I can just say for a minute, so look at the gift of healing right there. Knowing when your loved ones transition that they are fine, they are okay, they know what's happening. Just beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Okay, let me just, whew. All right. Let me just clear my space for a moment. Okay. I now have a gentleman in spirit, receding hairline. For some reason, that's really important. He wants to tell me that. And I feel that he has, I don't know why he's bringing this forward, but this must be significant. He's telling me he comes from Jewish ancestry. So something about Jewish ancestry. And he wants to talk about his personality because this is important. He's saying, he was very strict, kind of matter of fact. And he's saying to the outside world, he would have maybe appeared cold, or it's almost like people might have been afraid of him, like maybe children. Some people didn't get him. And he's just saying, that's the way I loved. That's the way I loved. That was his way here on the earth plane. Oh, Lise, you're so welcome. Oh, I needed that so much, Wendy, and thanks. Aww. You let her know, Lisa, because she can hear you. You don't need me to talk to your mom, but it was a privilege that you got that message this evening. Okay. And I feel that this gentleman passed from cancer. Wow, it's like I'm just trying to get the relationship. It's like he's right there, and it's almost like, it's possible that this is what would that be? That would be like a brother-in-law. I want to say brother-in-law. It feels like a little removed. It doesn't feel like brother. It feels like an in-law. Can anyone take this gentleman? Let me see what else I can get. I feel that his sister-in-law may be here. I feel this message is for the sister-in-law. I think it's for the sister-in-law. So if you could it be a neighbor? Okay, let me just see what else he wants to say. I know, it's interesting. I feel like I don't know. I'm just gonna say it because I keep getting it keeps coming to me. I'm getting like Germany. There's some connection to Germany. This gentleman could have been German or because I don't know. I'm feeling like a bit of a like an accent. I feel that he may have even had some time training as a soldier or training as like some kind of training, like it feels like soldier, military, it's funny, he's using words like old geezer, so I feel family members might have called him an old geezer, or he kind of acted like an old geezer, or okay, age. I kept getting the number 68. I was just holding on to it because I didn't know what 68 was referring to, if that was the age or not. And he may have even looked older than he was because of the receding hairline. He just keeps showing me this receded hairline. Okay. Just give me a minute here. He liked to do things his own way. He was known for that. I don't know. He's showing me like European things. Okay. It's like I'm seeing a Fiat. I know those are smaller cars in Europe, right? Like there's some kind of European connection. I'm getting a European connection. It's like Germany, Fiat, Cancer connection, being strict, matter of fact, might appear cold to the outside world. That's the way he loved. That was his way. And I feel family members understood that, but to others it might be like, whoa. I feel it was Cancer. Where's this Cancer? I feel that this Cancer was like in the lower part of the body. Possibly like prostate cancer. He's just showing me things like not feeling well, tired, run down, don't know what's wrong, goes to the doctor. Oh my goodness. So I'm hearing this whole storyline about how this occurred. He's going back to Europe again. Now he's talking about the Eiffel Tower. So I know Europe is important to this gentleman. Because I'm like getting I got Paris, I got Germany, I got Fiat. What's he showing me? What is this? Some kind of like, what do you call that? A burk? I don't know what that is. It's like he's showing me some kind of sausage. A burko? It starts with a B. I don't know, some kind of sausage. It's almost like October. Is that Oktoberfest? Is that what that is? Where you have sausage and you have beer? He's showing me that. Okay, you gotta help me here. I gotta get you picked up by somebody. Okay, no one can take him yet. Okay. I don't know. I'm just seeing, like, I'm seeing with it. It feels like a beer stein or like a mug or something. And I see a lot of people. They're sitting at a long table and it's like cheers. It feels like it's, don't they do that? Isn't that Germany? Isn't that Germany? Or it could be, you know, I know we have Oktoberfest in Kitchener. I'm sure they have different kinds of Oktoberfests around in the United States too. He's just showing me that. Oh boy. Why does he seem so quiet here? Okay. I feel like it's a uniform. What is some kind of uniform? Some kind of uniform. He's proud of it, proud of it, proud of a uniform. Kelly, he was military police. He had lung cancer. He was from Serbia. Okay, that may fit. So I know we're kind of, okay. Because I know it's that military and very proud, very proud. Okay, I understand. Okay, let me just see here. Starting to recede. Okay, thank you. And can you have kind of that kind of like strict demeanor? Do you understand that? I'm sure he would if he was military police. Like he would have that demeanor where, you know, he was a matter of fact, it meant business, and people could be a little nervous of that. But I knew he did. There you go. Okay, Kelly, I know this is for you. Sorry about that. Serbia is just not in my database. It is after tonight. I think he was trying to get there. And I really feel like he traveled. Is that correct? Did he bark? Yeah, that was the sausage. Thank you. He traveled around Europe. Did he not? Because he was showing me all different locations in Europe. Right. Okay. Thank you. Because I know he loved to travel. He loved to travel. He enjoyed himself. It's almost like, you know, he had those being really strict in the military, what you got to do, following the rules, this is the way it is, blah, 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 blah. And then he would have those fun times, kind of letting loose. Because again, I'm seeing like some kind of Oktoberfest, cheering, beer, and all those kind of, lots of laughs, lots of fun. All those kinds of things, because he's showing me both sides. Okay. I was off on, I knew it was cancer, but I guess I was off on what kind of cancer that was. Okay. Can you take that information about how he talked about the cat? Like he was feeling tired, he was feeling run down, and then it was a bit of a surprise. Him and, okay, grandma would take the camper all over. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, can you take that? His diagnosis was a bit of a surprise. It was a surprise to somebody. It's like he keeps telling me that tired, run down. Oh, you better go to the doctor. Went to the doctor and then, okay. Yeah, let me just see. It's funny. He's giving me, I don't know. Yes, he was tough. He was doing, okay. Okay. It's funny. And then I don't know if I think this is a song that he's just brought to my mind. I have no idea who sings it, but it's like On the Road Again. So he's just giving me On the Road Again. There's something about being on the road. He really loved that. He had a passion for that because he's like on the road again. It's like the open wide road. Anything's possible. You know, it's almost like, you know, go west, young man, that kind of feeling, the adventure, the fun, and it's like that sense of freedom he got from that. Okay, I understand. Okay. Interesting. He's saying something about a person's career. Willie Nelson, thank you. He's saying something about like a person's job or career doesn't make the person. So he's showing me a contrast like between career and how you live your life. I know this is part of the message that he's bringing through to you because Interesting how he says that. Because he's saying to me, like, in some ways, your career or the job that you do can bring hardships to you. Interesting thing to say. Because he's not saying that about his personal life. He's saying that more about his job, like in the military police, about some kind of hardship. There you go. All right. So that's what he's referring to. Yeah. So I understand that message. Yes. And you know what? The fact that you are confirming that and he was just talking about that shows me that he's totally, so his bit of wisdom that he's sharing with you is he's confirming, yes, you've done the right thing, because he's talking about that. He's talking about relationships rather than work. There's a time, what's he saying? There's a time and a place, like there's a time and a place to work, and then there's the rest of your life. It's interesting how he says that. Then there's the rest of your life, right? And he's talking about, what's he talking about? He's talking about love, expressing yourself, joy, company of a good woman, and he's saying it just like that. A good meal. So he's talking about all the joys in life that you've got to make sure that you, what's the word? The word isn't engage, but that you take that all in. You make that part of your experience, because he's saying it's something that should not be missed. Do you understand that? It should not be missed. And he's thanking you for that. He's thanking you for that because you're making sure that your grandma, his wife, isn't missing out on these. It's like he's saying delicacies. He's saying it like that, like delicacies in life. Like he keeps doing that, like delicacies that should not be missed. So he's thanking you for that, and he's acknowledging that. And he's it's funny. He's referring to his wife, and like this is how he's referring to. He's calling her like the belle of the ball, like the belle of the ball. He's like the most beautiful girl, the most beautiful girl, the most beautiful girl on the dance floor. He's like saying it like that. The most beautiful girl, the most beautiful girl. You'll always be my beautiful girl. I'm not gonna cry. So he's just expressing all his love and his loyalty and his dedication to you. And he says, and he's like, it's fantastic. He's saying it's fantastic. There is no age here. There is no age. And he's like, he's like saying, he's bringing this dance up again. He's like, we'll dance again. He's saying that. We'll dance again. We'll laugh again. We'll do it all again. He's saying it just like that. We'll do it all again. So don't you worry. He's like, don't you worry, my love. We're going to do it all again. I don't know. I don't know why he's bringing up something about shoes. Something about shoes. I don't know if, they met at a street dance. There you go. There you go. Okay. And it's something about shoes he's bringing up. Like, I don't know if possibly your grandma might have purchased more comfortable shoes or practical shoes, or I don't know. There's something he's bringing up shoes, and he's kind of being like humorous about these shoes. Like, so I just want to say something about these shoes. I don't know. Are these shoes in the closet? I don't know what he's talking. Shoes in the closet. Shoes in the closet. So he's bringing up these shoes. Okay. And let me just, he's referring to a photograph. There's a photograph of him and his wife when they were younger. And he's like, I want you to look at that so you recognize me. You'll recognize me through that. And he's laughing. He's like giddy. Like, this is so exciting. Like, you won't believe this. Look at that photo, because that's exactly what I look like. That's what I look like. And I don't know what's the age in the photo. I don't know. I went 20s, 25, 27, somewhere in there between 25 and 30. There's a photograph of them together. And he's saying like, that's what I look like. So he's just saying that. That's lovely. Okay. Okay, now he wants to talk about you, Kelly. He's saying, and you, my granddaughter. And he's saying it with very loving, very gentle. He's saying, you know, you are the light of my, what's that saying? You are the light of my eye. It's something about, you know, like you, how are you saying that? It's like love of my life, but it's funny. It's like saying it like the light of in my eye. You're that light. You're that spark. You've always been that for me. You understand that? And now you're being that for your grandma. And he's like, God bless you for your faith and your trust and your, I'm not going to cry. And he's talking about like your dedication and your loyalty for family. He's saying, because this is so rare. He's saying there's so many people over here on the other side. They're trying to get through to their family and relatives because they made some choices that were not the best. And he's going, I want you to know you're making the right choices. And he's like, mwah. He keeps doing this kissing, mwah, like extraordinary, beautiful. So, And just the final message, he's just finishing off and saying, you know, to, I think it's for both of you. Because I'm like, oh, is this for your wife? He's like, no, it's for both of them. So it's like he's saying, you know, when you're tucked in bed and ready to go to sleep, he's like, I'm going to kiss you both on the cheek. So just be aware if you feel like, oh, I felt like someone was at the side of the bed, or I felt a breeze, or I felt a touch. He's just giggling and he says, that's me kissing you goodnight. It is, yeah. Callie just said, I asked him to come to prove to my grandma what is promised about eternal life is the truth. Ah, you're so welcome. And yeah, he would just go on and on and on. So, I'm just going to ask you to just kind of be aware, like in the next little while, because I think he's going to kind of ramp up signs that he brings. So I know something about nighttime, a kiss on the cheek. What else is this? There might be some kind, I don't know if your grandma hears music. There's something about hearing something. So just be aware of things you hear and don't say, oh, I just imagined that. Like I hear some kind of music, like it's older style music. I don't know what this music is. I just don't recognize it. So, but it sounds like it's like dance music. I don't think it's polka. I don't know what this is, some kind of dance music. So just be aware of sounds and feelings of like being kissed. Okay. And he's just finishing up and he's saying, I'm looking after the two of you. Again, he's just saying that. I'm there, I'm looking after you. I have no concerns, I have no worries. He's saying like the attention shouldn't be on me. The attention should be on you. That's where it should be. You live, you enjoy, you celebrate. Do it for me. He's like saying, do it for me. Do it for me because I'm there. I'm watching. I'm celebrating right along with you. So don't feel guilty about this. I expect you to do this. I want you to do this. So it's almost like don't hold back. Like, it's almost like kick up your heels. So stop worrying. Like he wants to finish, like stop it. Stop worrying about me. You're just your energy is being misdirected. That's what he's saying. He's saying, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I've got it's like he's saying, I've got the whole world in my hands. He's saying it like I've got everything I could have ever wanted is here. There's no concerns about me. My concern is for you. You understand that? So here's the pact. He's like, I'm going to make a pact with you. The happier you are, the even happier I get. So he's saying it like that. So for you to be happy, he's saying you are, what is it? What's the word you're saying? It's like you're remembering his legacy. You're remembering what you had together. So he's saying, do it for that then. If that helps, do it for that. But the focus is on you now. And it's like, I don't know if there's a pet name for your grandma. It's like, I love you. And then there's like a short and like, he says something like a little love kind of, I love you. And then I just can't grab what those words are, but it's a beautiful sound and like an energy of like intimate, like love and connection and soul connection, that kind of thing of two people in love. Like, I love you. And then he just says it like that. And I'm going to leave you, oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. And thank you so much, Kelly, for coming forward and claiming this wonderful gentleman who wanted to come through so much to connect with his wife and his granddaughter. So thank you. That was just awesome. He gave me a bit of run for my money, but that was awesome. I learned a lot today. I learned a lot today from that message. So thank you very much. And just a little reminder, a few announcements. Just a reminder, I'm starting a new mediumship development class for a variety of levels. That starts in April. That'll be for 6 weeks. The other thing I also, because it's going to be on Wednesday evenings at 8 o'clock, it's a little tight doing Wednesday evening and then doing my group. So I'm planning on doing my Wednesday evenings starting next week. I'm going to do it at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5:30, but I will post it on YouTube. So I just have to do that for 6 weeks so I can handle all the things that I seem to be doing on Wednesdays right now for 2 months. Also, I offer personal readings, mentorship. I'm looking forward to offering long distance healing. And I'm thinking about doing like a little kind of like a well-being package where I do a variety of things for you to help you to continue on your journey with the love and the light that you seek. And I'm going to be a demonstrating medium in April, July, and November. So I'm looking forward to that. If you'd like to know anything more about the things that I offer or any events or anything, just go to my website at wendydeangelo.com. And I just want everyone just take a moment and think about the wonderful people that came through. Bernard came through, a mom came through, and another gentleman came through, a grandpa came through to talk to his wife and granddaughter. And all those messages, what were they about? It was about self-care for yourself. It was about they're fine on the other side. They're aware of what you're doing. They love you. They accept you. They acknowledge everything that you've done for them. They're inspiring you. So just beautiful, beautiful messages, beautiful messages. And I mean, we are on the earth plane, we're in the human world, and grieving is part of that journey. So there's a balance, right, between grieving and healing and moving forward on your path. So just some things to think about. And please do what resonates and feels right to you. And if you do need someone to speak to, please reach out to someone. If it is, for example, a counselor, a therapist, a good friend, someone that will hold space for you, because it is really important to speak those emotions and your feelings. And please consider journaling, walking in nature, talking to your loved ones out loud. So consider all those things. And again, I just want to say I'm by no means an expert. I'm just sharing what my experiences have been. And I share that with the utmost of integrity. Okay. and love. So in closing, please remember to keep your heart brave and your imagination wild, because anything is possible. And look what happened this evening. Absolutely anything is possible. So lots of love to everybody. And I look forward to connecting with you next week. It'll just be a little earlier due to my development class I'll be teaching next week. You're so welcome, everyone. You're so welcome. Kelly, you're welcome. Shannon, you're welcome. Amy, you're so welcome. Lisa, Alexandra, you're all welcome. Aw, you're welcome, Kelly. Kelly said, thank you for this beautiful space. You're so welcome. And Valerie, thank you so much, Wendy. You're so welcome, Valerie. Have a good night, everybody. Yeah, and Lise, bye, Lise. Have a good night. God bless you. So much healing to go around for everybody. So thank you. I had my whole own healing also in this process. Good night. Good night, Lisa. If I could, I'd reach out and I'd hug everybody. Virtual hug. I'll just wait till everyone says goodbye, and then I'll log out, and then I'll post this in a little bit on my YouTube channel. Yeah, take care, everybody. Self-healing. Flying hugs. I'm in. Absolutely. So remember, right? Tomorrow, take it nice and slow. Nice calm breakfast, nice cup of tea, little walk outside. You deserve it. All right. Take care, everybody. Lots of love.